Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. Elizabeth I's reign was from 1558 to 1603, is often considered England's golden age. It was an age of stability, religious tolerance, and victory at sea. It was the time of entertainment and the rising star of Shakespeare. Elizabeth came to the throne at the age of 25. She was clever and determined. She consolidated the Reformation in 1559 by reintroducing the Act of Supremacy and Uniformity. Church doctrine was Protestant and culminated in the 39th article of Anglia's faith in 1562. However, Elizabeth allowed tolerance as regarded ornaments in churches and ceremonies. A very delicate question was her marriageability. She received many proposals, but regarded marriage as dangerous. She thought that a foreign husband would subject England to overseas rule, while an English one would create factions and plots. When Parliament pressed her to marry and produce an heir, she replied that she would rule and die a virgin. This is why she is called the Virgin Queen. The Royal Progress. Elizabeth took regular tours around the country, known as Royal Progress, to show her person and her power of office. She and her court received hospitality from her richest subjects, who regarded her visits as a privilege. Several official portraits of the Queen were painted as a part of royal propaganda, displaying a symbol of her power and showing her representation of unity. Danger from the Scots. Mary, Queen of Scots, returned to Edinburgh from France when her husband, the King of France, died in 1560. She was the granddaughter of Henry VII and had claim to the English throne. She married the Stuart Lord Darnley and had a son, James. When her court forced her to advocate in favour of her one-year-old son, she went to England hoping to receive help from her cousin Elizabeth. However, she was arrested and kept in prison in Sheffield Castle, where she became the centre of a conspiracy against the Queen Elizabeth. Mary was eventually executed for treason 1587. Exploring the sea. Elizabeth encouraged her sea captains to explore new lands and look for treasure. Sir Walter Raleigh sailed to South America to hunt for gold, while Sir John Watkins brought African slaves to America. Sir Francis Drake, the Englishman, to coal-navigate the world, combined royal authority for exploration with piracy seizing gold carried by Spanish ships. The defeat of the Spanish Armada. In 1586, Spain was preparing an armada to invade Britain. Philip II of Spain wanted to bring England once again under the rule of the Church of Rome. The Spanish Armada set the sail in 1588. It was the most serious naval attack on England since the Vikings, with about 130 ships. The English ships, however, were faster and better armed than the Spanish ones. Therefore, they were able to scatter parts of the Armada and get close enough to attack with their cannons. The Armada escaped to the North Sea, damaged and hit by storms. The Spanish lost a third of their fleet, and many men died. The outcome of the failed invasion confirmed England's supremacy at sea. Elizabeth died in 1603, saying that Protestant King of Scotland, James, son of Queen Mary of the Scots, should succeed her. She had enjoyed her people's love and consent. She had managed to create a popular and majestic image of a sovereign who appeared as the defender of the nation and the preserver of peace. She had brought England unity and glory. Elizabeth I was perhaps the first monarch to understand the importance of public relations, and she carefully prepared her image for the public use. There is little warmth in any of her portraits, but there is majesty. Her pale face, reddish gold hair, dark brown eyes, and a hooked nose, rather thin lips, and pronounced cheekbones are common in all her portraits. However, every painter has captured a slightly different image of the Queen. She may well have had wrinkles on her pale skin, but like all Elizabethan ladies, she used to avoid the sun on her face, and the makeup she wore for most of her life used to protect her delicate skin from suntan. White skin was fashionable in Tudor times, as it was distinguished the rich from the poor. Painters also used symbolic images to represent Queen Elizabeth I to subjects as the Virgin Queen. A symbol of bestiary was associated with the Queen. For example, the phoenix, an image of virginity, also symbolized her uniqueness, whereas the pelican stood for a total devotion to her people. Elizabeth was portrayed holding the emblem of microcosm and macrocosm, such as the globe of the earth or the heavens, and the symbol of her majesty like an olive branch.